Hi everyone, it's Jennifer Hoffman of EnlighteningLife.com, and today I want to answer a question that somebody posed to me, and I want to share the answer with all of you as well as the question because it deals with two very difficult issues, actually three issues. The first is, what do you do when the people you're dealing with in a really difficult situation are your siblings or your family? The second is, what do you do when you feel like someone takes advantage of you, and of course it's family? And the third is, how do you let this go, and how do you not feel bad about letting things go when you feel like you have done your best and someone hasn't changed? And those of you who know me well know that there's already an answer to this, but let me read the question to you, and then I'm going to share my answer with all of you because this is a really important issue right now as we're releasing, and that is, what do you do with people that somehow seem to just reject you in every way, and they're your family, and you can't seem to be able to help them, and no matter how hard you try. So here's the question. Dear Jennifer, I would appreciate your feedback on this issue. My older sister and I were close most of our lives. She says I was her rock, but she definitely had the upper hand, and though I loved her, I often walked on eggshells around her. Several years back, she left her husband and came to live with me, her 2 teenage boys and dog in tow. It wasn't working out, and 3 months later, I asked her to make other arrangements. She ignored me, so I had to give her a deadline to go. She took this as a betrayal and wrote me off, cutting me off from her children. A kind of carving tool my mother is also fond of using. I want to detach, but I can't, and cling to self-doubt and false hope of reconnection. She has some wonderful qualities. Yes, I have to ask myself, what kind of person leaves a wake of pain and suffering without a care? I keep attracting people like my mother and sister, and I want to stop. I have to use my reading glasses to read, you understand. All right, so the last sentence is really important. I keep attracting people like my mother and my sister because you think there's something wrong with them and you need to fix them. There's nothing wrong with these people. This is the way they are, and this is a lesson in acceptance for you. When you can feel someone's unhappiness, you feel like you need to fix it or you need to share something with them that allows them to feel better. So you try and help. You give your sister leaves her husband, you give her a place to stay, hoping that she'll be grateful and that somehow you'll reconnect and you'll be able to help her. You have an agenda here, and your agenda is you want your sister to like you, not just love you. You want her to like you, and like includes an entire array of emotions like accept and value me and respect me and honor me and be nice to me and appreciate me and see how wonderful I am and see how much I love her, and I want her to love me back the same way. What your sister is showing you is exactly who she is. And we often think that people hide things from us, like they give us a certain amount of love and respect and then they have stuff hidden behind their back, and as soon as we figure out how to get to it, they'll bring all that love and respect and everything and they'll put it on the table, and then we can all have a big love fest. Yeah, but that's not the way it works. Usually when people show you who they are, and those are the words of Maya Angelou, this is who they are. So accept your sister as she is. She can't give you anymore because she has no more to give you. Does she leave a wake of pain? Well, that's only because people expect her to be different, and then they're disappointed. So, for example, if you read my article on disappointment or inconvenience from last week, your sister, you were convenient for her. You were a place to go, and she could bring all her kids and her dog and everything and stay with you. How long did she plan on staying with you? I think 3 months is more than generous. But you asked her to leave because it wasn't working out for you. I expect that she was probably not a very good house guest, but she sees it as a betrayal. Well, yeah, you inconvenienced her. Now she has to find another place to live. And what you probably don't realize is that there's a certain amount of jealousy there and envy for your life and your lifestyle. How do you make your life work? People seem to like you. You don't seem to have the same problems of connection that she does. So there's a lot more going on here than you're aware of. What you are aware of is the deep disappointment and the sense of loss that you feel because you feel that your sister should be, your sister and your mother and people like that should recognize you for the good person that you are. They can't. This is the limitation. It's like, eventually that your newborn child is going to be walking and talking and singing and dancing and running around. But expecting that child to do that at the age of a week is ridiculous. You can expect that from them after they're 18 months old or 2 years old and then older. So you're expecting someone who has a very limited range of emotional expression and certainly energetic expression to do a lot more than they are. If you want to stop attracting people like that, stop expecting people to change. Because the value of your love and all of your gifts is not in how many people become aware of that and how people change. It's how you use it to create the life that you love and the friends in your life and the people around you that can love, honor, and respect you because they're capable of those things. You know, as healers, we tend to get in healing cycles, and one thing we do is we attract the same kind of person over and over again because we think the value of our healing gifts is in being able to heal others. It's not. It's being able to be an example of what healing looks like and let others choose whatever it is they want to do. I know that this is depressing and disappointing for you, partly because this is your family. So I want you to take the family label off of these people, because the only thing family are people who are extremely powerful teachers within your soul group, whose job it is to help you learn the lesson. So what lesson is your sister and your mother teaching you? And that is to value yourself and to love yourself enough to not attract people who don't love you and can't love you in the ways you want to be loved into your life, and allow yourself to receive love to the extent that you also want to give love to others. When you focus on having people in your life who are able and willing to receive love from you, but also that you are able to receive love from them, then you'll stop attracting one-way relationships where you're the giver and they're the taker and you don't get anything in return. So I hope that's helpful. I know it's not a magic wand that says, yes, everybody will love you and you'll be happy and you'll have this great relationship with your sister. The relationship you have with your sister is the one that she is capable of having with you. If you want a different kind of relationship, then you're going to have to find somebody who is not your sister to have that relationship with. And again, take the label off, because there's so many expectations around those labels of family that we assume that because they are our family, mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, however far back you want to go, that they have a range of behaviors that they're supposed to be engaging in with us. And that's absolutely not the case. And I think we do ourselves a big disservice by expecting our family to be so much more than they are when they are just who they are. Hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for your question. If you want to submit a question to me, write to me at support@enlighteninglife.com. This is Jennifer Hoffman. Thanks for watching.